Hi, I'm Paul Kyogan from GK Tuition, and in this video I want to talk to you about financial maths. Now the question that I've chosen to go through here is 2017 Paper 1 question 6. In this question we're told that a salesman earns a basic salary of €150. We're told that he also earns commission. On the first €1,000 worth of sales in a week he gets 20% commission. And anything above that, anything above €1,000, he earns 30% commission on. We're asked to work out in a certain week, if he makes €3,000 worth of sales, what's his total income? So you need to realize that he has made €3,000 worth of sales, and he earned the first €1,000 worth of sales. He gets 20% commission. 20% of 1,000 is €200. But if he's made €3,000 worth of sales, there's a remaining €2,000. There's €2,000 above the 1,000. So on the €2,000 above 1,000, he earns 30% commission. 30% of 2,000 comes out as €600. So if I add the commission he earns on the first 1,000 and the commission he earns on the second and third 1,000, 200 and 600 adds up to 800. So his total commission for that week will be €800. And then we also have to add in his basic wage. So €800 plus 150 means that if he makes €3,000 worth of sales in 1 week, his total income will be €950. In part B, we're told that on a different week, the salesman earns €1,160. And we have to figure out what his sales were in that case. Now let's just think about the few things we know for a fact. In part A, he had €3,000 worth of sales and he earned €950. In part B now, he's earning €1,160, which obviously means he's had more sales this week. He's had a better week than the week from part A. We know for a fact that he definitely earns €150 of a basic wage. And on the first €1,000 worth of sales, he earns 20%. 20% of €1,000 is €200, which means I know for a fact that these two numbers aren't going to change. He definitely is going to earn €150 of a basic wage, and he's going to earn €200 as commission on the first €1,000 worth of sales. Now, all the rest of the money he earns is commission on the remainder of his sales. I know that on the remainder of his sales, he earns 30% interest. So I know for a fact he earns the €150 and he earns the €200. His total wage that week was €1,160. If I subtract the ones that I know for certain, which is €350, 1,160 minus €350 gives me €810. So I know the three different things he's going to earn this week are: he'll earn €150 from his basic wage, he'll earn €200, which is 20% of the first 1,000 sales he makes. But then he also earns another €810. The €810 that he earns is 30% of the remainder of his sales. If I know 30% of the remainder of his sales, I can work out what the remainder of the sales was. I need to work out what 100% was. Probably the easiest thing to do here is to divide both sides by 3. If you divide both sides by 3, you'll work out what 10% of the remainder of his sales is. 30% divided by 3 gives me 10. 810 divided by 3 gives me 270. Now clearly I'm not concerned with 10% of the remainder of his sales. So I want to find 100%, which means you need to multiply both sides by 10, because 10 multiplied by 10 will give me 100%. If you multiply 270 by 10, that's 2,700. So I want you to think about this now. I know for a fact, right, his wage is 1,160. I know for a fact he's going to earn €150 of a basic wage. On the first €1,000 worth of sales, he's going to get 20% commission. 20% of €1,000 is €200. So if I add the 150 and the 200, that adds up to €350. That's the figure that I'm absolutely certain about. If you subtract the 350 from the amount of money he earns that week, you're left with €810. I know that all the rest of the money that he earns is coming from 30% of the rest of his sales. So I can say that 30% of the rest of his sales is €810. So if I divide by 10, I say 10% of the rest of his sales, if I divide by 3, 10% of the rest of his sales is 2,270. If I multiply by 10, I can say that 100% of the rest of his sales was 2,700. So in other words, in order to work out his salary this week, he earned €150 of a basic wage, he earned 20% of €1,000, which was €200, and he also earned 30% of €2,700. The remainder of his commission of his sales was €2,700. He earned 30% on that, which came out as €810. And if you add all of those together, we get the 1,160. But obviously the figures I'm concerned with are here. I know he earned 20% on the first 1,000 of his sales and 30% on the rest of his sales. So his total sales must have been 1,000 plus 2,700. So the final answer for this question is his total sales adds up to €3,700. Now I hope that video makes sense. If you're still a bit unsure about any of that, send me an email or let me know in class and I'll explain it differently.